What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Bring the Juice podcast. Most people have seen the news already around the NFL today. Jamal Adams has finally been traded. Not necessarily to the destination we all thought he would go to, but he's been traded nonetheless. He was traded today to the Seattle Seahawks for a 2021 first rounder and third rounder, and for a 2022 first rounder, and they also got rid of their safety for Jamal Adams and a fourth rounder as well. So basically, the Jets gave up one player and a draft prospect for three draft prospects and a player as well. So I'm going to kind of, by the concept of this episode, I'm going to kind of break down that trade and also get to the topic of where this video is going to go with how this ultimately looks for the Indianapolis Colts, who got DeForest Buckner in the offseason. So, I'm going to first off and say here that I thought both teams did a very good job with this deal. Obviously, the Jets win this trade, right? The Jets win this trade. They obviously got rid of one player who was obviously going to want a severe amount of money, an astonishing amount of money for his position because of his stature in the league, right? Top 5 easy safety in the league. Most would say top 3. So that's not arguable. And obviously, you wanted to get rid of that player for a offer that you couldn't resist, right? That was the whole concept of what the Jets wanted. They wanted an offer they couldn't resist. Well, they couldn't resist that offer from the Seattle Seahawks. I'm telling you what. I guarantee you that's the first big offer that they've gotten. There's nobody that probably gave them anything close to that. You're getting that's compensation that you would get for a top defensive lineman in the league. And for a quarterback or for something of that matter, you do not see safeties get traded for 2 firsts, a third, and a player that they send. I mean, that's crazy, guys. That's crazy. I mean, kudos to Seattle for getting it done, too, by the way. I put on Twitter that I thought the Jets got an A for this because obviously this is those players and those draft prospects are great places and they're great acquisitions for the Jets for their upcoming success. I mean, they have to start rebuilding that offense, right? I know that the defense, that's obviously they lost their best defensive player, but that defense wasn't winning you games anyway. They need to upgrade that offense with draft capital. They need to do that, and they need to be able to work on that. So that was a good thing for them. Now, in regards to Seattle, I mean, yeah, Seattle gave up a lot. That's a lot, guys. That is a lot. Will it hurt them in the long run? It could a little bit, but the ultimate thing you're trying to get with Seattle is that you think your core. Here's the thing. I would have been much more upset with this trade by Seattle if they did not have a quarterback in play. But they do have a quarterback. They got the second best quarterback in the NFL in Russell Wilson on their roster right now. So you have that ultimate running back, the quarterback that you need, right? So you can afford to be risky with your draft picks because you know that your quarterback is going to keep you competitive. It's going to keep you in games. Right? I mean, obviously they got the quarterback, so their offense is still going to be efficient, and you just got one of the top 3 best safeties in the NFL, one of the best at their position. That's obviously something you have to go big on. How that's going to hurt their cap in the long run, I don't know. We won't know quite yet, but again, I give Seattle a lot of credit for making this trade and pulling the trigger. Makes you think that they actually think they're close enough that if they added another piece or two, they felt they could compete with anyone. And honestly, they can. They just need to be more. They just need to be more complete. And obviously, adding a box safety like a Jamal Adams ultimately helps them, right? So I saw the trade news, right, and I'm thinking, wow, that's a lot of draft capital, right? Well, that kind of got me thinking, and it got a lot of Colts people talking, right? Kind of got you thinking, man, if Jamal Adams is getting traded for that kind of draft compensation, right? Then, man, the Colts got DeForest Buckner on a discount. I mean, holy cow. If anything, this for the Colts Nation, if for any of this, I know it's crazy to think, oh, we're taking news from one team and showing off how great Chris Ballard is again. But again, it just shows you Chris Ballard, the genius of this man. The genius of this man is just glooming every day. Okay? Because ultimately, we got DeForest Buckner, right, over the offseason, traded away our first-round pick for DeForest Buckner, gave him a 4-year, $21 million a year contract, right? Jamal Adams is probably going to be getting in the high teens, probably maybe around 20 mil, something around there. Wouldn't surprise me. And, that's ultimately one of the things that is surprising. Jamal Adams is going to get roughly the same amount of money per year as DeForest Buckner. I could argue that the defensive tackle position is I wouldn't say a lot more, but I would say it's a more, what's the word I'm trying to think of here? It's a more important kind of position for what they were trying to get, for what the Colts needed on defense versus what Seattle needs for Jamal Adams, right? DeForest Buckner is going to come in and make just as much of an immediate impact on the Colts defensive line as Jamal Adams is going to make for the Seattle Seahawks defense. Again, just goes to show you guys, we gave up a first-round pick for, in most people's eyes, the fourth best defensive tackle in football. The fourth best defensive tackle in football, and we got him for one first-round pick. We didn't have to give up two. We didn't have to give up multiples. We gave up one pick, and it was the first-round pick. And they ultimately spended that 13th pick on the replacement of DeForest Buckner and Javon Kinlaw, who a lot of people said the Colts were going to try to get in the draft. So, again, guys, it's just going to show you the excellence in the way that Chris Ballard is just able to make things work. I mean, it's incredible. We're not giving up these picks. Obviously, we saw the trade, and there's no way the Colts would have done that, right? No way we would have gave up 2 first-rounders, a third-rounder, and a player. No way. No way. Seeing that and knowing that the Jets wanted that, no. No way. So, again, good for Jamal Adams. It's a great thing for him to, be able to go to a new team. But, again, guys, this just goes to show you that Chris Ballard's just on another GM level, man. Just finds a way to get big talent and gets it for minimal. Gets it at a discount level. DeForest Buckner for 1 first-round pick. A guy that's top 5 in his position as well. And only got him for a first-rounder. And Jamal Adams in another position you had to give up 2 first-rounders, a third-rounder, and a player for Jamal Adams and a 4th-rounder. I mean, again, just incredible. Just reminds me just how much more I'm enjoying this pick that Chris Ballard got. I mean, it's incredible what this guy's able to do. So that's my thoughts, guys, on all this. Again, I'm basking in the glory that is Chris Ballard, hoping that the team goes into overdrive this year. It's been really fun here to see this offseason and what we've been able to do. And another quick announcement, guys, real quick before we end this. Make sure you guys are checking out some of our recent videos. I did a video recently on potentially Dak Prescott going to the Colts. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out. That one's getting some good views. I appreciate that for you guys checking that out. And also, we did 2 interviews, okay? We did an interview with Zach Pascal. We did an interview with Darius Fountain, both wide receivers for the Indianapolis Colts. Please go check those out, guys. Those are great interviews. We had a lot of fun with those. We had fun talking to these guys. They're very genuine guys. We're going to have, and you got to enjoy those. That's content you're not going to see in a lot of other places. So be sure to check that out, guys. Those stories are really fun to listen to. A lot of great stories in those. And also, we're going to be doing some giveaways here soon. A lot of great giveaways. I'm not going to spoil what they are yet because, going to be super confidential, but believe me, you guys are going to want to get involved in these giveaways. I'm telling you guys. And also, couple things. Channel memberships. We're working on that now. If you guys want to become members of the channel and sponsor the channel, help fund the channel, and help us to create more content, we would appreciate any of you that would be willing to sign up to join and be a member of our channel. That's not quite ready yet. It's probably going to be a couple weeks before we get that up. We're going to try and take our time and make sure we know what we're going to give out for certain membership packages. But again, guys, thank you so much for that. And be sure to check us out on Fan to Fan Network, guys. www.fantofannetwork.com. A lot of great things. Be sure to check out the twitch.tv/FTFN. And be sure to follow rosterguide.com, guys, for great sports analysis and opinions on all things sports. Thank you for our sponsors on that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, go Colts.